So, hey, seniors, this is Mr. Axum doing a little review here for our time today in class, especially as we think about some key areas, foundational truths for this class. So, you can see these two different images. We started today actually talking about them, the umbrella and the symbol that you find often repeated again and again and again on different pages in your textbook, and that would be the circle area over here. So let's start with our umbrella. We dealt with this on the first day. When we started in class on our very first day, we talked about what's the difference between asking what something means to you versus knowing something's actual purpose. And one of the things that we came up with is it about perspective. So my particular perspective on any given topic, like marriage, like relationships, like, well, a whole bunch of things, right? Like sex and relationships and marriage and intimacy and communication and money and dating and gender and a host of other things we're going to cover in this class. I can have my perspective on it, but then if I actually know what the purpose is, okay, well, purpose implies design. Purpose implies that there's a goal or an expected outcome from whatever it is that we're talking about. And so we put different letters on top of our umbrella, and those were abbreviated SDG, Soli Deo Gloria, that all of these topics here find their goal, find their design, and find their outcome as we look to God and seek to glorify Him with any of these topics. So we ask ourselves, why did God design marriage? What is marriage supposed to reveal and showcase? Why did God create us as male and female? What's the purpose of being male and female? How do I handle conflict? What about roles? What about engagement and children? All of these could be additional topics that we put underneath here. And so I can have my opinion, but that doesn't change reality. And what reality is how God sees things. And then we began to consider this image over here, these overlapping circles. And a couple things that we noted about that is that as a picture of marriage, what is marriage supposed to be? Well, it's certainly the authors of your textbook want you to understand that it's two individuals who were formerly separate, who have become one. And this new thing that they have become, at the very center of it, is Christ Himself. He is that which the two circles share in common. And so this is obviously communicating that to be a believer, to be a Christian, is at the heart of what it means to have in mind who is this other person that I should marry. The other thing that we talked about are the vast amount of differences between these two circles as represented by these big, large white spaces. And that for me to be a husband or a wife that is in a godly relationship, is to understand what these differences are and to learn how to appreciate them and adapt to them. So again, this is going to be a feature that I supply to you as the student, just kind of summarizing thoughts that we've gone over in class, and I know certainly will be helpful for you as you think about preparing yourself for our test and certainly an essay question on these two symbols.